Already away to a nice clear start. He's stretching the legs of that car as we see green at VIR. Look at John Fogarty in the red Gainsco machine on the outside of Brian Frizzell.
Fogarty looks really racy, and Buddy Rice tucks back behind Ricky Taylor. Fogarty looks to the outside, looks to take second position away from Mark Wilkins. Can he respond?
Well, his adventures this weekend at SpeedTV.com's Grand Am page on the website, so check that out post-race for sure. Dion von Moltke in the 77 Doran has just made a move on Terry Borchella while we're in the break. Let's show you how he executed it on the former series champion. Here it is.
He's got a good draft down this front straightaway, just eases to the inside of Terry Borchella. But I think the handling may be going away on Terry a little bit. We saw him through a high-speed section really lose a bunch of ground on the 77 car.
Car back in the midst, and Brian Frizzell is at the very top of the circuit. This is at the Oak Tree. He's halfway home.
See if your engine was really bad.
How about that? We told you that this place produces fantastic finishes, and that was one of them. Look at Buddy Rice here in the spirit of Daytona Coyote on the inside of Von Moltke. Squeezes him into the GT Corvette of Shelley Collins.
Changes the perspective in why is he getting through that section so much faster. You go out and try, and it's like, boy, that can really work for me. So collectively, you just really raise the bar and get quicker and quicker.
And it's one thing about sharing the race car with another driver. You learn that your styles are not exactly alike, and some things works better from one standpoint than the other. Also, there's a collaboration about the setup of the car between the two drivers, so it optimizes the strengths of both.
This Dallara displaying some new sponsorship, PRNewswire. You can see it on the top of the car. They're just above the McDonald's logo, and these guys are very pleased and proud to be announcing a new sponsor for Dion von Moltke and the team with PRNewswire. It's a global leader in innovative communications and marketing services. So well done. Grabbing sponsorship these days is a hard task, so whenever you get a new one, you want to tell the world about it. Well done. You see the clock at the top of your screen on the left there. Less than 5 minutes remaining. If you're new to watching Grand Am Series competition, you must make one stop. Every car has to stop before the first 45 minutes. We've been going longer than 30 minutes, so all drivers.
77 is in. Dion von Moltke missed his marks there. That will cost him.
They push him back into the box to make him legal, but it definitely costs time.
Definitely costs time. They will go with scrubs as well on the 77. Talked to this team earlier, and they talked about how it is really gelling. Remember, Dion von Moltke only has 5 Daytona prototype races to his credit, and he talks about what a great teacher that Memo Gidley is. Looking at the 9 Action Express behind him as well. The engine cover comes off the 9. They finish the stop on the 77. Von Moltke stays in the car.
And you speak about Memo Gidley. He has been very complimentary of his new young teammate. They're forming quite the combination.
Tell you what, the key for Mark Wilkins is to have a really good lap here before he hits pit lane, because he's on hot tires. Remember, the other boy's on cold tires, and that may be a factor. His lap here should be faster than the guys out there. He got slowed big time there. If Barbosa can time it here off a hog pen turn, he's going to get a run on him.
And that's a good place to get a run down the front straight down into turn 1. One of the best passing zones because of very heavy braking down here. See if we can get it done.
You may have noticed a new car there, the yellow 5 finishes. Of course, they finished on the podium at Barber Motorsports Park. Here is the 7, and Joey Hand is the 3rd different co-driver for Bill Lester in as many rounds. Bill's like, I'd just like to get some consistency here with the people sitting alongside. I'm thrilled to have Joey here. And Joey stepped in at the last moment for a very good reason.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those European drivers talking about how they got here. One driver did not make it. That's Casper Anderson. He resides in Denmark, could not make his way over with all of the problems over in Europe in terms of the international flights. So at the last minute, Joey Hand got the call, and he loves Daytona prototypes. Ran with Alex Job on a full-time basis just 2 years ago, teamed with Billy Oberlin, and he's just really ecstatic to be back behind the wheel of one of these high-horsepower machines. His problems there, though, Dorsey. A couple of the teams who had poor track position on the lead lap, a bad track position, took an opportunity to make another pit stop. I like this call. The 77 and the 6 car came in for some better rubber. It's not fresh rubber, I don't think, but just some better rubber. Remember, these teams are limited to just 5 sets of Pirelli tires for a weekend. If you run the Aiken-Truman session, you get a 6th set. But that is really trying to work the tire management. Typically, you would have already put your last good set on, but these boys had something behind the pit wall they felt was a bit better.
And you know, Calvin, with 20 minutes left in the race, which is about what it'll be when they go green, that can play out. A little trouble right there. But that can really play out. 20 minutes on hot tires, it's a shot.
Nothing to lose. You also get get that final wave by what they try and do right before the green flag comes back out. They get all of the DPs back together, so you get an additional wave by if you have a DP car to get back with the group. It's really a freebie.
All right, are we ready to get going back to racing with just under 21 minutes left to go? We are not. Clear track ahead. Pruitt sees it first. Wait for the green. There's smoke. There's contact. There has been massive contact. There's the Spirit of Daytona Coyote. It's lost rear bodywork. Someone slammed right into the back of that car.
Look at Gurney's car.
And that starter was really late with that green. Look at the front end of the 99, and he's got trouble.
Gurney lost downforce there down at turn 1 and just clouded Ryan Dial there.